Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the new Neca Haulathon Ninja Turtles figures. And I'm very excited to have these figures here in front of us. I did just get rid of my Neca TMNT animated series Turtles about a few months back. I want to say about 2-3 months ago. And it seems to be a reoccurring pattern every time that I get rid of my Ninja Turtles. For the last couple of years, I've had the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack about 3 times now. I've had that 4-pack, and I get rid of it. And every time I get rid of it, they reissue it, they re-release it. And then when I sold it off this last time, I knew they weren't going to reissue that 4-pack again. But what they did do is reissue the figures in single packaging. So here we have the Raph and we have the Leonardo figure. Fortunately, I did not find the other two. I did not find Donatello or Michelangelo, but I did find the new Samurai Adventure Michelangelo and Space Adventure Donatello. So I do have all 4 turtles here, but not in their respective wave, if that makes any sense. So I don't have the 4 turtles that go along with the single carded ones. And as of now, I don't think they've announced a 2-pack with Leonardo or Raphael. So I do have all 4 turtles. I am going to look at all 4 of them and just kind of glance at them, see what they're all about. I am excited to have turtles back in my collection. I do love the Ninja Turtles, but there's just so much coming out lately that it's hard to keep up. So if you know me personally, you know that I sell and rebuy figures all the time. So I'll resell, or I'll sell off some figures and I'll rebuy them a few months later. So yeah, that's where we're at now with the Ninja Turtles. So let's get a quick look at the packaging and then with a quick look at the figures themselves. A quick disclaimer before we look at the packagings and the rest of the figures. I do want to say them arms look a little rough right now, and it is because I got into some poison ivy when I was fixing up my my mom's lawn. So arms do look pretty rough, as you can see. I have some bad scratches and bumps from all the poison ivy I got into. So just, you know, I do apologize about that. I know it's not a pretty sight, but I did want to mention that before we got into the rest of the review. But now getting a quick look at the packaging. I do really love this packaging, man. I love the single carded packaging. You get the color of each turtle's bandana. So Raph comes in the red packaging and Leonardo comes in the blue. And it just stands out when you put it, you know, in a shelf or something. It just looks really nice. I really love the colors. You get the Pizza Club logo up here. The game, or it says Tile Game, I believe. And it's supposed to be like a knockoff Domino's logo. You get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle logos right there. Raphael is cool but rude. Leonardo leads. You get the old style Neca logo. You get Nickelodeon down there. On the side, you get the same logos: the Turtles logo, the Neca logo, Nickelodeon logos, and then the little sayings in the front. Volume number 15, volume number 13. So I'm not sure what that's about. If you guys let me know, that'd be great. On the back, you get a read up on each of the turtles right there, and then it says collect all 4 turtles. Kind of gives you a look at the accessories and what it comes with, and then again it says the name of the characters right there. Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines, Raphael is cool but rude, Michelangelo is a party dude. So I really like that. That's pretty cool. And then you get the read-ups right there. If you want to pause those and read those now, you can do so. On the other side, you get the same logos. On top, you get the same Ninja Turtle logos right there. On the bottom, you get the barcodes. If you want to pause that and screenshot that now, you can. But I'm not sure how the NECA logo, or I'm sorry, the NECA barcodes work out. I know that they are like a vendor style type of thing. So yeah, not sure how it works. You could try scanning it in stores or asking an employee to scan it, but I don't think it'll pop up in the system. And here we have the Samurai Adventure Michelangelo and the Space Adventure Donatello. And just going to quick look at the packaging. You get a nice little rendering image of the characters right there from the animated series. You get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the name of the characters. You got a big window that shows all the product there in the center. You get Nickelodeon. On top, you get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. On the side, you get a promo image of the figure right there. On the back, a read-up of this character setup right there, and then the rest of the wave. I have seen all of these in store. I'm just not interested in any of them, so I didn't pick any of those up. You get another promo image right there. On top, you get the turtle image or the turtle logo. On bottom, again, you get the barcode right there if you want to pause that and screenshot that now. And then a whole bunch of things about who created these figures. And yeah, nice little packaging. I did forget to show off the little slip cover or the little flap for the other ones. So they do open. You get a look at the figure and a promo image right there. So that is pretty dope. And the same thing with Raph. You get the little flap that opens with the Velcro, promo image, and Raph. Starting off with Leonardo and all the accessories that he does come with. You obviously can't have Leo without his katanas. He also does come with this little book with some fencing swords on it. Again, my memory on the animated series is not the greatest. It's very, very blurry. It's been a very long time since I've seen this cartoon. So if you guys can let me know on the stuff that I don't know what it is in the comments and refresh my memory, or just give me knowledge about the items, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate that. He also does come with a VHS tape that has a blue label on it, obviously because that is Leonardo's color. Now, I'm not sure what these are. They do look like magnifying night goggles type of glasses. I'm not sure what they are. But yeah, they do look nice. And he doesn't really have a way to hold them, which is a little awkward to kind of get them to hold. But once you get them in that hand, they stay in there pretty securely. But yeah, man, nice little thing to include. Again, not too familiar with this is or from what episode or where the context of these night goggle binocular type of glasses are. He also does come with this very small and tiny little samurai figurine. Again, don't know the context of it. Yeah, you're gonna hear me say that throughout the whole video, that I don't really know the context of any of these accessories. But yeah, he does come with a small little samurai figurine. In typical turtle fashion, he does come with his own pizza, and this one seems to be pepperoni, cheese, and bananas. That's what it looks like to me. So yeah, I know the turtles have their own unique taste when it comes to pizza, and they love throwing random shit on there. But this one, yeah, this one's gonna be a hard pass for me. Another accessory I have no clue what it is this tiny little floating dinosaur. I'm not sure what it is, man. It's this weird little, funky little looking dude. I don't even know how to describe it. He's just a weird little looking floating dinosaur. So again, if you guys can let me know the context of this guy, I would highly appreciate that. He is tiny. He has on this tiny little stand. It is removable, but yeah, he doesn't really stand without it. So yeah, there he is. And to put him into perspective on how small he is, here is Leonardo's leg. Now, Leo does come with two sets of hands. The first one's being these gripping style of hands, and they're obviously for his katanas. You also do get a set of pointer finger hands, and I believe every turtle does come with a separate or their own unique style of hands with them, and you can interchange them. So I do like that aspect of the interchangeable hands. So you just have a variety of different hands to interchange with all your turtles. Now, Leonardo does come with two different sets of heads. The first one being a happy looking Leo, like he has no issues, he's not stressed, Raph is not ticking him off. And I quickly realized that these heads are the the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack heads. So the eyes and lower lips are interchangeable, and that comes in handy when you see the second head sculpt that he does come with. The second head sculpt that he does come with is a evil Leonardo, I'm guessing. Again, I do not know the context of this head sculpt. Don't know why his eyes are redded out and he looks angry. But like I said, they are the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack head sculpt. So if I pop this one off, as you can see, they're the exact same from the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack. The eyes separate from the lower mouth. So, you know, we had a happy-go-lucky Leo, and now we have him. There we go. Now that I popped it together, he does look a little bit more worried now. He's not so happy anymore. The only thing that does suck is that we don't get the angry eyes for Leo. So they are redded out. I wish they would have just gave us a normal angry head. But again, if you have the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack, there's no need for you to have two of the same heads you've already had. So add in this one for whatever the context of this head is. Does add to this figure. And if I pop this one together, we have a evil Leo smiling now. So again, you get some different varieties, and I'm pretty sure you can change some of the lower mouths with the other turtles that come in this set. And here we have Leo, and I'm not going to go into much depth about this figure. He is just the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack Leonardo, and some of the pieces from the previous turtles that we've gotten millions and millions of times before. Just kind of mismatched parts throughout this whole figure, and he's pretty great, man. I love everything they've done with this figure. It is pretty much the same shade of green as the Turtles in the Skies 4-pack. I love the semi-matte finish to it. It does have a bit of a gloss, but it's very, very minimal. And yeah, man, I just love the finish to it. I love the cell shading. It's very subtle, as you can see it here on his shoulders and his lower back. Very, very subtle cell shading, so it's not over the top. More so in the back of the legs, you can kind of see that it's a hard transition right there, but nothing too bad. I love the shell. It looks really nice. Same storage for the katanas on his little belt thing around his shell. Get the L right there. The blue is very vibrant. It's like a really rich baby blue right there. I love that. And yeah, man. One thing I did notice they did different was this little hinge right here. Seems to be molded in a blue plastic. On the previous ones, they were molded in a green plastic. So when you started moving that around, the paint started chipping and some green would show underneath that little hinge. So just small little attention to detail they did there. But overall, man, pretty solid. I will go over this figure's articulation. Won't really go over Raph's as it is the same body mode, just with some minor tweaks. He does have a separate neck piece that connects to the torso and into the neck. So with those two, he can look a good amount down. He can look up a decent amount, and then you get some head pivoting right there. So that is pretty dope right there. The little hinge on the bandana hinges up and down and rotates full 360. His arms are on ball joints and they move up to a T. So that is pretty nice right there. Upper bicep swivel, single jointed elbow that bends in just about 90, and then all the hands hinge up and down and swivel and rotate a full 360. He does have a diaphragm cut right there in the middle, but the shell's kind of really limited. It does move quite a bit actually, but you know, you're not going to get any crunching forward. This is about the best you're going to get, and you're going to get a little bit back. So nothing too crazy. He does have the upper thigh shifting, so they shift like that. So no real upper thigh cuts, more shifting, which is my preferred way of doing upper thigh cuts. I hate that harsh line cut Marvel Legends do. I don't like it. So this is my preferred form of upper thigh movements. You get double jointed knees that bend in a really great amount actually. So that's pretty great. He does have a hinge at his foot that hinges this much forward, that much back, and he does have great ankle pivot with pegals at the bottom of his feet. Now getting a look at Raph and all the accessories that he does come with. You obviously can't have Raph without his size. Just like Leo, Raph does come with his own book. This time around it's actually a TV guidebook. So while Leo's over there studying his ninja arts, he's over here looking for something to watch. So I really love that different attitudes and different personalities of the turtles, and being displayed through these little accessories that they come with. Again, just like Leo, he also does come with a VHS tape. This time around, it does have a red label to represent Raph's colors. And just like Leo, he also does come with his own pizza. This time around, it looks like he put jelly beans on it. And I don't know what's worse, honestly, the jelly beans or what was Leo's? Oh, Leo's had bananas on it. Honestly, I think I take the bananas over the jelly beans, if I'm being completely honest. Another, I have no idea what it is, accessory. It's this little parrot bird with a gold chain. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is about, man, but that's one pimped out parrot, man, and I like this accessory. It's pretty dope. My least favorite part of Raph's accessories are his hands. Unfortunately, both sets of hands that he does come with are very similar to each other. The first one being these normal gripping hands, and the second pair of hands that he does come with are these gripping hands with the fingers in between kind of spread out so the side can slide right through it. And I do like these hands, but I wish we would have gotten just these pairs of hands and a different set of hands, like a pair of fists or something. They're too similar, man. If I wanted Raph holding his size, it's going to be in this manner. And if I wanted some gripping hands, I could have taken them from Leo. But yeah, I just wish that we would have got just these pairs of hands in another set, like a pair of fists or some other gesturing hands. I just think they're too similar to each other. And yeah, man, I don't know. Now, Raph does come with two different sets of heads. The first one being a very angry, wide mouth, opened, just screaming type of Raph, like he's on 100 right now. And while I do like it, I feel like it's very limited to what you can do and how you can pose them. And this is why I love that they included the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack head sculpts because you can interchange the mouths and the eyes. And remember that mouth that came with the red-eyed Leonardo? You can just switch it with this one, man, and he doesn't have to be yelling and screaming all dramatic all the time. He can kind of have just a scowl with his mouth closed. So that's probably how I'm going to be displaying him. Again, I really love the Neca did that they included the head sculpts from that 4-pack that are interchangeable with the eyes and mouth. Again, just so many more options for these turtles. And one of my favorite accessories that Neca has probably ever included with any of their figures is this pizza dough over Raph's head. Uh, I don't know the context of this. I'm pretty sure I don't really need to know. Pretty sure that just a pizza dough fell on Raph's head. And it's just funny, man. It's goofy. It's, I don't know, man. I like it. I think it's pretty dope. I'm pretty sure some people think it's just stupid, but I don't know. I think it's, it acts character, and it's going to spruce up your display a little bit. So, yeah, if you have other turtles, you could probably just pose Raph like this. So I love it, man. I think it's pretty dope. And here we have Raph. And again, just like Leo, I'm not going to get too much in depth with this figure as we've seen it before. Some minor things that are different. I think the reds are slightly different from what we've seen with the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack. I think it's just a little bit more saturated. And I like it, man. It really makes it pop. The cell shading's not too heavy again. Same areas as Leo. The back of the legs, the back of the shell, the back of the arms, and the back of the bandana. At first, I thought that was a mistake, that they made the plastic a little bit more darker than the red bandana. But you can even see it here as it gets darker towards the back. So while I don't like that this is darker than this, it makes sense. Cell shading. So yeah, love the matte finish to the shell, to the front of the shell. That yellow really pops, you know, against all this green. So I do like that. Don't really feel like we need to go over articulation. It's the same setup as Leo. Even the belt is the same setup as Leo. The only thing, he just doesn't have the holsters on the back. So yeah, great figure, man. My favorite turtle. I'm glad that, actually not my favorite turtle, I meant to say my second favorite turtle. I'm glad I found him. And yeah, if I can get Mikey, I'd be a very happy camper, because Mikey and Raph are my top two turtles. Mikey first and then Raph. Actually, it's always been neck to neck between them two, but I think I vibe with Mikey a little bit more than Raph. So yeah, I'm glad I have Raph. I just need to find Mikey and Donatello, but Mikey is a must. Oh man, I cannot wait to dive into this figure. But just getting a quick look at all the accessories that Mikey does come with. He does come with a set of fists, a set of these open dramatic hands, and a set of gripping hands. He also does come with 2 katanas. Not sure the name of the weapon, but this bad club looking thing. I'm sure there's a specific name for this sword or spear, but yeah, he does also come with this spear that does look very nice. One of my favorite accessories is this weapon. I'm pretty sure there's a name for it as well, but I don't know what it's called. It's this little dagger on a stick, on a chain with a little ball at the end. And it's dope, man. I love the Neca actually uses real metal on these weapons. So that's pretty dope that they did it here as well. And the last weapon that he does come with is this weird blade hand thing. But it looks like it can mess you up, man. If he punches you or slashes you with that, I think you're done. For head sculpts, Mikey does come with 2 sets of heads. The cool thing about this figure is that the helmet is removable, and it plugs in where the bandana should be pegging in right there. And as you can see, there's the big old peg, and you can just pop it in. So you can actually put any head sculpt on this figure and use the helmet, as all you have to do is just remove that little bandana piece from the back. But yeah, he comes with a very angry looking head sculpt, and then a very worried looking head sculpt. And again, you could just pop the helmet back on and peg it in there in the back. It's a bit tricky, a bit finicky. Not really tricky, more finicky than anything. So there we go. Once it's popped on, it stays on there pretty well. And yeah, man, there you got worried Mikey. And here we have Mikey. And honestly, man, I really dig this figure quite a bit. Yeah. One of my favorite figures so far this year, man. I've been having so much fun playing with him. A lot of new to this figure, as it is a brand new sculpt. I believe it's a brand new sculpt. I think this is all new. And yeah, man, just everywhere you look at it, there's so much detail. I love this little quilt pattern right there. The little One, two, three, four, five, six hexagons right there. I had to count just to make sure. The little pads right there, the arm guards, the shoulder guards. And yeah, man, a lot of new engineering here as well. And we'll go over the articulation here in a bit. But yeah, just a really dope ass figure, man. Anywhere you look at this figure, it looks dope. The only thing that bothers me is that this kind of looks like a nipple. So yeah, now that I put it in your head, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to unsee it as well. So yeah, he does have a nipple head. But other than that, man, I mean, it's a dope ass figure, man. Yeah, man, I'm digging this quite a bit. One of my favorite figures for sure. It's my favorite Ninja Turtle, and it's yeah, just a really dope figure. But yeah, there's not much to look at. Again, it is mostly a blue jumpsuit with some, shin guards, some arm guards, some elbows, some shoulder pads, and then the little skirt thing over it. As you can see, the little rivets right there, I guess, to resemble like a metal plate. But yeah, man, just really dope looking figure. This is a brand new body. Again, I think it's a brand new body. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's a brand new body. So you get some new engineering in here. The neck and headpiece are a separate piece. Just like all the other turtles, the neck plugs into the body and then to the head. So you get some nice movement there. You get some down, some up, but then this little thing's kind of gonna get in the way of the little helmet. You get some side to side without popping that helmet off. His arms do move up just a bit, not much, because then that little shoulder pad right there gets in the way. You do have upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in a great amount. So that's brand new for the turtles, as we usually only get that single jointed elbow. So you get some nice motion there on the elbow. The hands are brand new as well, as they do have that little backhand guard right there, and they're a lot softer than the other Ninja Turtle hands. Let me see if I can get one over here. Nope, that's Mikey's. Let me see. See, this one is very stiff and hard, and these are real rubbery. They're soft. They're really pliable. So I do like that. I hope that all Ninja Turtles going forward have this soft, rubbery hands. Yeah, really love that. And they have a hinge, and they rotate a full 360. He does have a ball joint at the waist. Sorry guys, had to take a brief break right there. One of my lights decided to fall and attack me. But yeah, he does have a ball joint at the waist, and I feel like it could move a lot better. It's just these rubber overlays kind of do get in the way a bit. So you get some side to side, some rotation, some back, and then some forward, but not much. I think you can honestly go in there and modify it a bit and get some more movement out of there. I'm just not going to do it. I think this is good enough for what it is. But the legs do move out this much. They move back just a little bit. They kick out to the side a lot further. And then he does have these double jointed knees. Oop, there goes his helmet. They bend in right about 90, so that is pretty good. And then it does shift and rotate at the knee, so do like that. The ankles are actually on ball joints, so that's pretty interesting. So do they rotate at the ankle? They do rotate at the ankle. They hinge a lot further up, a lot further back, and he does have great ankle pivot and pecos at the bottom of his feet. Now, it pains me to say this because Michelangelo is my favorite turtle of the bunch, and then it's Raphael, and then it's Donatello. So saying this does hurt, but getting a quick look at my favorite figure from the sets, yeah, this Donatello is great, man. I really, really dig this Donatello. And getting a quick look at all the accessories that he does come with. He does come with a set of fists, a set of these open dramatic hands. Similar to Leonardo, he has these almost pointing finger hands. Not sure what to call them, but they're slightly open with the index finger, or what you would call their index finger, slightly pointing at you. The last set of hands that he does come with are these gripping hands, and you can use these gripping hands to hold his. That heated Donatello be packing, man. He does come with these little cool blasters, man. They look cool. This kind of reminds me of corn, but they kind of remind me also of grenades. I love the little gears right there that are in the blasters. But now that I'm thinking about it, the slightly pointy finger hands, I think these are meant to hold the guns. I think these are actually trigger finger hands. So Yeah, these make more sense to hold the guns. But I do like the little blasters. Again, they're very, kiddish, toyish guns, real sci-fi looking guns. Yeah, nothing to what you would see in the real world. He also does come with this little computer communicator looking backpack thing. I like it. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's like a communicator. It has a little red button, a little speaker, this little blue dial thing right there, and some more little buttons in the little antenna. So yeah, I love that. But I also love the option to remove this, so you can remove that. And he also does come with a little jetpack, so you can key that in right there. And that's a pretty snug fit, so yeah, I don't think that's going anywhere. And yeah, now you got Donatello with a jetpack, and I believe these are for him to kind of hold on to, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what else they would be for, but yeah. Can you? No, yeah, I'm not sure what these little handles are for. So I think they're for him to hold, but not sure how he's gonna do that. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty dope. And here we have Donatello. And I'm not gonna lie, man, he's a pretty dope ass figure. Out of the four, he's definitely my favorite. It's just something about space, sci-fi themed characters that I just really gravitate to. And yeah, this guy does it for me. Everywhere you look, it is some nice details. The helmet is removable, and it does peg in right there with these little pegs. You can see the little slots right there in the suit. So you can remove that, and just getting a quick look at this. It's a clear piece of plastic with some blue on the back. I wish this clear plastic was somehow retractable or removable, so you can kind of still have him wearing the helmet, but without the glass. That would have been a nice little detail. But getting a look at Donatello himself, he does have these pretty cool goggles, which are dope. And I don't know if they lift up or anything. Oh, shit. They lift up. That's dope as hell, man. Yeah. Dude, the more and more I play with this figure, it gets better and better. So, yeah, these little glasses do flip up if you want them to. And popping the head off real quick. Oh, that's a snug fit. I'm not sure if this is the same. Let me try to pop this apart and see if it's similar heads as the Turtles in Disguise. So the heads do pop apart. They're the similar head, or they are the heads that are used with the Turtles in Disguise 4-packs, except this is a brand new top of the head. The only thing is that the neck peg kind of went with it, or the head peg kind of went with it. Well, I think it's the neck peg, because yeah, the neck peg went with the head. So I think you might be able to interchange heads. So if you have that single carded Donnie, you can pop that on the body. But yeah, man, I do like that option again of having the interchangeable heads and expressions. So even your Donatello and your Michelangelo from this 2-pack will have different expressions just by swapping heads with the single carded Ninja Turtles. Now back to Donnie. Like I said, this figure, man, is pretty dope. Everywhere you look at this figure, he has some nice detail. I love the little circuitry right there on his chest, the little belt with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagon pattern right there, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagon pattern on his knee pads. I love the little space boots. I love the little communicator thing right there. I think it's a communicator. I don't know what it's for, but I love the little technology right there. The gloves, the little patch right there, the patch on the other side. It's the same thing, just mirrored. So that's pretty dope. On the back, you get his little backpack, and again, that is interchangeable with the jetpack. So you can see there. And the jetpack is dope too. I love the little shell on top, so nice little attention to detail. I love the pockets. Don't know why he would need back pockets, but he has back pockets. He even has front pockets as well. Maybe for some moon rocks. Yeah. Everywhere you look at this figure, it's pretty dope. Looking at the head, I love that baby blue and purple right there. And yeah, man, just a pretty dope figure. Again, I think I like it so much because of the sci-fi aspect. I love space and I love sci-fi, so having that with my Ninja Turtles just is dope as hell. Getting a quick look at articulation, his head does move down and up quite a bit. That's actually pretty good. I like that. So if he's blasting off, you can look all the way up. You get some great head pivoting. His arms are on ball joints, and you can get it at a T-pose, or just below a T-pose. Some upper thigh swivel, single jointed elbows, and that is because of that cuff right there. So that is a little unfortunate. And does it swivel at the joint? It does swivel. So it swivels right here at the cuff, hinge at the hand, and they go hinge up and down and rotate a full 360. And that's for all the hands. He does have a lower ball joint right there, and he can rotate a full 360, tilt to the side, tilt to the side, tilt forward and back. So that is pretty good. He does have upper thigh shifting, so that is decent. He can kick forward just the tiniest bit and the tiniest bit back. To the side, he can kick a decent amount. He does have double jointed knees to bend in a little past 90. And then he does have a hinge at his foot that hinges this much forward, that much back. And then he does have ankle pivot with pecos at the bottom of his feet. And now for some size comparisons. Here we have all four turtles next to each other. And obviously Mikey and Donatello are going to be a little bit higher, or a little bit taller than Leonardo and Raphael. One, because he's in a spacesuit, and two, it's because he's wearing chanclas. So yeah, they have a little bit more height advantage over their brothers. Here they are next to the Marvel Legends Renew Your Vows Body Mode Ben Reilly, the retro card Ben Reilly. Here they are next to the Marvel Legends Retro Carded 20th Anniversary Captain America, the Mafex Classic Iron Man. For all the homies watching X-Men 97, here he is next to Gambit, and yeah, this one hurt. The Mesco Doctor Doom. And last but not least, the Jada Toys Street Fighter and Bison. And there you have it, a pretty good set by Neca. Neca always kills it when it comes to Ninja Turtles. They always blow it out the park. But these sets, man, they're special. Especially that Donnie and Michelangelo. I just had a lot of fun. Now, if you missed out on the Turtles in Disguise 4-set, 4-pack, I would definitely pick up this Ninja Turtles. It's definitely a good way to get back into the game if you don't have that set. If you want a little bit more of a exclusive Ninja Turtle show, then definitely pick up